Hey parents, welcome to week 20 of your GKIS app. So last week we talked about brain health and multitasking. Today we're moving to body health and screen use. Here we go. So screens and body health is particularly important for our kids because their bodies and brains are still growing. So today's a really valuable lesson that will help them avoid repetitive use injuries. So we've seen kids with arthritic changes to the spine that we used to only see with dentists and welders once they were 60 years old. And part of the reason for that is inappropriate body posture during screen use. So text neck refers to neck injuries that result from, holding your phone and hanging your text. I mean, how often do you see your kids like this? The problem with that, including with gaming, if their screen is down, is it can cause a condition called kyphosis, which is a permanent arthritic change to the base of the neck, like a hunchback. And that is the result of hanging your head because that extends 60 pounds of pressure to the neck when it's really only designed for 10 pounds of pressure, which is how we normally hold our neck. We also see injuries to other parts of the bodies, including tendinitis in the arms, carpal tunnel, which is inflammation and pain from inappropriate wrist posture, ocular headaches. We're seeing more diagnoses of migraines among screen using kids, and often that's a result of staring at screens for long periods of time, causing ocular headaches, and also hearing loss from them playing their music too loud and their video gaming too loud. Okay, so how do you avoid that? You avoid that by setting up ergonomically sound co-workstations. So we set up co-workstations last week. Congrats, you're moving through this 6-month program very quickly and very well. So congrats for getting this far to week 20. And here are some of the quick ergonomically sound tips. First, set up their workstation so their eyes are level with the top of the screen, their head and neck balanced and in line with their torso, shoulders relaxed, elbows supported and close to the body, wrists and hands in line with the forearms, feet flat on the floor. Make sure overhead lighting is dim to prevent glare. Take micro breaks for 20 seconds for every 20 minutes of screen time to rest upper and lower extremities, back, neck, and eyes. We call that the 20-20 rule. Either switch tasks every 30 minutes or take a 15-minute stand-up or walk break for every 45 minutes of screen use. And consider other tools like roller desks, stand-up desks, or exer desks where you can actually move while you're at your desk. Now, ways to avoid digital eye strain and ocular headaches are follow that 20-20 rule, meaning for every 20 minutes, you get 20 seconds of rest time. So during that break, there are lots of exercises that you can find on the internet, too many to go over in your quick 5-minute video. But one is that I like to do is move your eyes as if you're following the numbers on a clock, and also make sure and change your focus from near to far. In regard to neck, back, and shoulder injuries, I have to confess, when I wrote Screen Time in the Meantime, I spent a lot of time researching, and I developed this really bad habit of taking my laptop on the couch or on the bed, and I ended up with a vicious neck injury. I ended up having to get massages, and I still continue those to this day because they're a lifesaver, and also picking up some stretches and some yoga moves to help me repair the damage I'd done in my neck. So one thing that was suggested to me is to do a forward neck roll, never backwards, but always forward. So shoulder, forward to shoulder. Now, I'm not an occupational therapist or a physical therapist, so these are simple exercises you can find on the internet. Please consider this for entertainment only. I'm not an expert in physiological health. But this is great stuff to go over with your kids, including shoulder rolls backwards and forwards, shrugs and pinches. Pinches is all the way back. And also there's all kinds of yoga poses that can help both for twisting and stretching. All you have to do is look up neck and back yoga stretches, and there's a ton of free videos on YouTube. Wrists and hands are also important. I got carpal tunnel when I was pregnant with my second daughter because I got edema and swelling. And I also got carpal tunnel when I first took up golf because I was holding during a 6-hour clinic without stretching. The second day I learned my lesson. So look up carpal tunnel and wrist and hand exercises. They can be as simple as just taking a minute to spread your fingers or to roll your wrists. Or there's all kinds of different poses, including seated eagle pose, which I'm not a yoga expert, but look those up because wrists and hands are very important to keep that blood flowing. And finally, keep an eye on distraction injuries. There's a lot of YouTubes up there of people like walking into fountains, falling off escalators, walking into bears around the corner because of walking while texting, bicycling while texting, and of course, the most dangerous, texting while driving. So today's lesson was really kind of a very quick overview so you can make sure that the workstations in your home are all ergonomically sound, and to talk about this during your family meeting. So next week, we're going to talk about social media risks, family docking stations, and emotional awareness. So thanks for joining.